Be called to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Perkins Dustin.
Here.
Councilman Questa.
Here.
Councilman Grover. Councilman Torres.
Here.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Here.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Here.
Councilman Mazza.
Here.
President Long.
Here. Thank you, President. At this time, we all stand and have the head of the flag by Councilman Gonzalez.
Almighty God, may we legislate for our community. May a strong sense of justice and fair play permeate all we do. Above all, may we seek out your holy will. Give us the strength to follow it, regardless of all human considerations. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is a regular meeting of the City Council as incorporated the annual meeting notice of recording 13, which were filed in the City Clerk's office and posted on the bulletin board on December 27, 2012. And sent to the small ledger, all news distributed in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Law of New Jersey. At this time, we have public speaking. Please, ma'am, you sir, step forward to the podium, state your name, address, and address for the record. Now you have 5 minutes.
Council members, my name is Bill Kane. I live in the first ward. At the July meeting, the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders, they introduced and passed the following resolution. 2013-597, Freeholder Alexander Marabella in the entire board. Resolution, urging members of the New Jersey State Legislature to overturn Governor Christie's veto of Assembly Bill 81 and Senate Bill S1, the Marriage Equality and Religious Exemption Act, in the wake of the United States Supreme Court decision striking down key provisions of the Defense of Marriage Act. This was a bold and forward-moving action by the freeholders to assure that all citizens of New Jersey have equal access to marriage, whether straight, gay, or lesbian. In addition to passing this resolution, they also sent a copy of 2013-597 to the freeholders of the other 20 counties in New Jersey, asking them to do the same. Just last week, the City Council in New York overrode Mayor Bloomberg's veto of the stop and frisk law. They can do that, so can the New Jersey legislature. I am here to ask and urge the City Council of Elizabeth to pass a similar resolution to the one that was passed by the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders and send it on to the state legislature in Trenton, letting them know that overriding Governor Christie's veto of the Marriage Equality and Religious Exemption Act is the correct thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Jose Rodriguez. I reside at 618 Jackson Avenue. Today I just want to come and speak about a tax bill that I received a few weeks ago. And included was a letter from the mayor explaining how our tax increase was broken down. I appreciate that letter, even though I know how it's broken down. I'm familiar with that. I know some of our citizens in Elizabeth are not always quite sure exactly how the city collects taxes and then how it disperses them. Just wanted to add that in the next year, the Board of Education will raise my taxes over $210. I'm a couple of other buildings here in the city. So obviously my tax rate will increase in those buildings. Therefore, I will have to be telling some of my tenants that their rent will have to go up because I will be paying more in taxes. Now, as a teacher, I've never been opposed to having schools get more money because I know a lot of times schools always need more. What I take exception to is that this Elizabeth Board of Education has the goal to use my money, to use my renter's money that I could have to pay, to then plaster propaganda throughout the city, to propagate some of their liberal agenda, and not to use that money in the classroom where it belongs. So I just want to voice my anger here at the city council, and know that I will also voice my opinion at the Board of Education. Excuse me, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Secretary, I just came forward to like to thank the city council for your support and stop violence rally. That was at Maryland Lane, Gateway Community. It was a high success. Everybody enjoyed themselves. I want you to also know, and I thank you for your help, that this has been an unprecedented year for Elizabeth. The murder rate is at an all-time low for many years. So we thank you for our support. We are going to continue to stay in the community. We got something coming up at Jefferson Park in October. We'll let you know more about that and everything all the way down in ink. Also, we'd like to thank you for Councilman Grover's not here, but he recommended that our security firm go over to Boca Plaza. There hasn't been a shooting in almost a year since we've been hired, other than the police shooting Sharif Kane, who was vindicated of all charges. So we'd like to thank you for trusting in us and we're going to continue to work on behalf of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad,
Yes, sir.
when you get the flyers, will you please pass those flyers out so that you know about when you have any? Thank you. Please state your name and address for the record, please. Say again.
Alice Macho.
Alice?
Alice.
You can get back, don't be afraid.
Sean Sullivan, 748 Mount Street.
Okay.
We're here today because we're having problems with the water bill issue. We're low income housing and they expect us to pay the bill. The bills aren't in our name, it's in their name. And CSI management. And they're also evicting people because of this bill.
Then they like, we don't low income anyway. Our houses are low income anyway. Then they said the bills are like $200-300.
The most is like 400, sometimes a little higher.
We don't use that much water to work for.
And we're home renters, like we're not owners. And they're saying it's a contract involved with it. Now the contract was supposed to be involved for one-family homes. They converted it into a two-family. Now I don't understand how that contract still is, allowed to be said because they didn't do what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be sold. These properties are supposed to be sold. But since they wasn't sold, I think that contract should be broken. They give it to low-income housing. So now there's quite a few people that are being evicted because of this, and they're about to be homeless. And I'm not such one of them.
You can pay your rent, but you don't pay your water bill.
And they try to put it towards the grant fund, saying, but it's really for water.
Hi, my name is Carol Hughes. I live at 170 Front Street. I have here my water bill. My water bill on the quarterly is running me $250. I'm already on Section 8, so I'm not making enough money to take care of this here water bill and my rent too.
And she also has issues with her hands up.
And my Mr. President, can you hear the comment you're done?
For the contract problems, that's how we,
Wait, your question.
And then if they can do anything, if they're gonna put the water bill, if we got to pay water bill, then put it in our name so at least get help for ourselves. Instead of if we call the water company, they tell us right away, there's nothing we can say to you because you're not on the paper. Water edge is on the paper. They get the bill, send the bill to water edge, and the water edge, they can break it down, and they send it out to us.
How long has this been happening?
They're recording, you know,
They said they open that up.
Have you had this Councilman, you want to say something?
Mr. President, I actually have a meeting with CSI on the 29th of this month to discuss that. Basically, what the residents are saying is they have other companies willing to help them, but since the water bill is not in their name, they can't get any help. So I'm going to try to find equal ground, to help.
At least your councilman look into it, and he's going to see if he can help you the best way to figure out to get it out of your name. I don't know if that's possible.
And it's we're also the only community that is named with the nobody else is named with the no other community down there. It's changing water. We're just the only one.
But you got two property, one side two, and us together, one side two, they petitioned, and they took it away. But y'all don't say, well, listen to us. You saying what y'all, they can't wait for that, they go to, they can point to who he goes. So y'all have to, us, they do the same, office people. So why we gotta think they don't?
Okay, all right, the councilman's going to work with you. You guys are in the council, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to work with you to see the best way to kind of figure this out to help you guys, okay?
And certain people only got 2 weeks to try to get this money, so what if they're going to get street?
Okay.
Like I said, I am one. She's also today as well. We only got regular time. Now we don't know what else to do.
I'm also going to work with the council Torres to see how I can assist also, okay?
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And anyone else, like the city council, in the matter, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
I'm sorry, there was something else I wanted to say. When I went to the court today,
Who am I going to?
when I went to the court today, I showed them the receipts that I did pay, like certain parts of it, and I think my rent was paid. They told me that I have to go and retrace the money for it because they're not receiving it. Now each year, at least 1 to 2 pennies added to the is going. So we don't know where the money's going. And then when we did trace the money, they did cash it. So where's the credit going to? We're not seeing anything on that either. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else, like the city council, in the matter, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
I just want to convene by saying on August 24th, that last Saturday, our organization took a contingency proposals to the 50th anniversary of commemorating the March on Washington. Our contingency for this was a journey to the north, 4 in the morning, would consist of 12 individuals. The reason why I mention that, especially is because it was the city council members who sponsored those individuals. At the last one, and I had to think, I'll be someone who missed about it, acknowledge the individuals who did. Councilman Sedania, Councilman Augusta, Councilman Carlos Torres, Councilman Frank Wester, Council President Rick Coleman, and also she's not here, but Commissioner Mathis, Charlie Mathis from the school board. I myself, I didn't get a chance to enjoy the festivities because we had some few setbacks. However, I'm thoroughly proud that Ms. Janine Holmes and Kahim Best had a chance because this is actually, and I'm still flabbergasted, this was actually their first time in Washington, D.C. And they really enjoyed the festivities. And because of her altruism, this young lady right here, stand please. She was on the cover of the Nation magazine. And I just wanted to, at that time, previously, Councilman Nelson was out as council people, but I especially wanted to mention this because, a lot of times we get caught up in festivities, but it wasn't about the festivities this time. It was about seeing 12 individuals involved for President. But these 3 individuals in particular got a chance to be part of history. This was their first time. And like I said, I just want to thank you and acknowledge you for your altruism. Thank you.
Thank you.
Reverend Dr. Eileen Boyd, 928 Olive Street, first floor. I'd like to personally thank Councilman Wester for sponsoring DC with the Elizabeth contingency of People's Organization for Progress. It was a very proud event, a very proud time for me to be there and represent our city and also the local power organization. So I thank you. I must say that I made a commitment to come to be able to thank you in person. And it dawned on me last night that I was going to be at a council meeting, and that meant that I was able to bring up a pertinent issue. For the last several weeks, I have not had gas in my apartment because I have been slammed with a utility bill from the gas company and also from the electric company that is not mine. I moved from my residence on Anna Street in 2011, and subsequently found myself being held responsible for the tenants who moved in after me because for some strange reason, utilities were not turned off in my name, even though I called. And for some strange reason, there was no record of my calling. With this fight, we might have to agree several times to pay the bill, which is not on, is on. Every time I got to the point where I said, I'm going to fight this, I'm not going to keep paying for a bill that's not mine, I got cut off. A bylaw is the fact that I recently learned that this situation is not mine alone. This is something that's happening with frequency in my neighborhood. And even when I posted it on Facebook, there are others who joined in and said they were having the exact same problem. And I don't mean hundreds of dollars, I mean thousands of dollars. The onus was put on me to prove that I didn't live there during the time frame after I left. I provided all the things they asked for, including the leases for where I moved to, and also an affidavit from my former landlady, and it still is not good enough. I present the situation to you because, like I said, it's not just my situation, but it's also the problem of others in my neighborhood. I'm hoping to help from my local council person. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else addressing the council? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening to all council. Jenny Holmes, 83 First Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to piggyback on our president that we really appreciate all of your help to get us all down to Washington, D.C. It was a memorable moment in all of our lives, and if it hadn't been for the council's help when certain individuals going, they would not have been able to go. So I just want to extend my appreciation to each one who did come forward and help individually for those to take the trip to Washington.
Thank you. Anyone else?
My name is Kanye West, 503 Street, Elizabeth. I also like to thank the council, Mr. Patricia, for helping me before I went to Washington to throw the kids a cookout at Oakwood Plaza. I'd like to thank you for setting the dream that I want for the children out there. And I'd like to thank Daniel for believing in me too. And only believing in me to help me, to surprise me with the church without me even knowing it. Brother James called me too. So I'd like to thank you for that. And I also like to thank you too, Councilman, that for the words that you said at my grandfather's day. And I appreciate that. And I hold that in my heart. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Anyone else? Addressing the council now, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Hello, Maria Edgeworth, 321 Roosevelt Ave. I have a question. When inspectors are coming to do the inspection, it's coming from this building, inspectors. Now, they're supposed to be in my apartment. Are they supposed to, the worker, is he supposed to put a tarp or something on my furniture and stuff? Because he did get heat on some of my furniture and in my food pantry and stuff like that. I'm allowed to find him from pleasing if he doesn't cover my stuff properly. That's all. Thank you for my time.
Anyone else address city council in the matter, please step forward, state your name and address for the record. Once again, council in the matter, please step forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, close the portion of the meeting. Public hearing regarding ordinance number 4388 has been canceled and is scheduled for September 10th, 2013. I gotta make a note of that. This ordinance has been canceled until further notice. Okay, that's the one for the sewer tax increase. So it has been canceled until further notice.
Ordinance number 4398, rescind ordinance number 4094 adopted January 12, 2010, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Jose Cortez Cedeno, 601 3rd Avenue.
You have to read order number 4398. Anyone for the public like to address order number 4398? Once again, anyone from the public like to address order number 4398? Seeing none, close the portion.
Ordinance number 4399, rescind ordinance number 3487 adopted January 28, 2003, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Mercedes Delay 926.5 South Street.
You have to read order number 4399. Anyone here like this? Order number 4399. Once again, anyone here like to address order number 4399? Seeing none, close the portion.
Ordinance number 4400, rescind ordinance number 3798 adopted February 28, 2006, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Sandra and Mayers Woolman, 917 McLean Street.
You have to read order number 4400. Anyone here like to address order number 4400? Once again, anyone here like to address order number 4400? Please step forward. Seeing none, close the portion.
Ordinance number 4401, rescind ordinance number 4332 adopted October 9, 2012, approving payment in lieu of taxes financial agreement for long-term tax exemption with Eastport Family Homes Urban Renewal LP for construction of a development located at 158, 168 First Street, 212, 214 Third Street, and 200, 206 Third Street.
You have to read order number 4401. Anyone like to address order number 4401? Please step forward. Once again, anyone from the board like to address order number 4401? Please step forward. Seeing none, close the portion.
Ordinance number 4402, ordinance approving payment in lieu of taxes financial agreement for long-term tax exemption with Eastport Family Homes Urban Renewal LP for new construction of a development located at 158, 168 First Street and 106 Court Street.
You have to read order number 4402. Anyone from the order like to address order number 4402? Please step forward. Once again, anyone who'd like to address order number 4402? Please step forward. Seeing none, close the portion meeting. Midtown Business Commission approved district calendar year 2013 budget in the amount of $27,059. Have a motion to motion. Anyone here want to speak on this budget? Say none. Close it. I will dispense with the reading of petition and communication and reports of city office and move on to ordinance on first reading.
Ordinance number 4403, authorize the execution of a lease agreement between the City of Elizabeth and the Assembly of God Portuguese Ministry of Elizabeth, 1123, 1131 Dickinson Street, for rental of the parking lot adjacent to the church for use by city employees during regular business hours for the period September 1, 2013 to August 31st, 2015, at an annual fee of $1.
You have to read order number 4403. What's your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
construct and maintain the River Trail Phase 2 for a 20-year period.
You have to read order number 4404. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes.
Ordinance number 4405, authorize an ordinance to receive the fiscal year 2014 municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap limit pursuant to NJSA 4084-4514.
You have to read order number 4405. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4406, authorizing amendment to Chapter 8.80 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth entitled Regulation of Vacant and Foreclosing Residential Properties, specifically regarding registration and enforcement and penalties.
You have to read order number 4406. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4407, authorizing amendment to Chapter 10.8.10 of the Code of the City of Elizabeth entitled Four-Way Stop Intersections Designated, specifically to add Pennington Street and Standish Street.
You have to read order number 4407. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4408, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Barbara A. Russo, 532 4th Avenue.
You have to read order number 4408. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4409, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Louis Z. Livesey, 124 First Street.
You have to read order number 4409. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4410, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Hector L. Torres, 327 East Jersey Street.
You have to read order number 4410. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes.
Ordinance number 4411, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Norma L. Gilliam, 112 Front Street.
You have to read order number 4411. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Ball.
Aye. The ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4412, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Emmanuel Tertius, 548 Marshall Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4412. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes.
Ordinance number 4413, authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Agustina F. Almeida, 143 Inslee Place.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4413. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4414, authorize the establishment of personalized handicap parking space for Vincenza Bodie, 74 Clover Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4414. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes.
Ordinance number 4415, rescind ordinance number 4288, adopted February 28, 2012, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Carlos A. Rivas, 25 Christine Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4415. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes on first reading.
Ordinance number 4416, rescind ordinance number 3999, adopted October 28, 2008, to authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Maria Lopez, 242 Fulton Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4416. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4417, rescind ordinance number 4139, adopted June 22, 2010, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Jose F. Sierra, 218 Delaware Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4617. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4418, rescind ordinance number 4215, adopted May 10, 2011, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Stuart Robles, 426 South 5th Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4418. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye. 8 ayes. One passes. First reading.
Ordinance number 4419, rescind ordinance number 4275, adopted January 10, 2012, to authorize the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Robert Corsi, 900 Grove Street.
Get the reading of ordinance number 4419. What is your pleasure? and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Cole.
Aye, the ayes, order passed on first. Public hearing and further consideration of the foregoing ordinance shall take place at the City Council meeting held Tuesday, September 10th, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. Ordinance on first reading.
Ordinance number 4420, authorizing adoption of a bond ordinance in the amount of $7,500,000 with a down payment of $375,000 for anticipated costs of engineering and construction for an emergency maintenance contract with the Elizabeth River Flood Control Project.
You have to read order number 4420. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Cole.
Aye, the ayes, order passed on first reading.
Ordinance number 4421, authorize the adoption of a bond ordinance in the amount of $3,200,000 with a down payment of $160,000 for the construction of a new firehouse for Engine Company Number 6 at 472 Catherine Street.
You have to read order number 4421. What's your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? I will make a few comments on this ordinance because, as you know, a few months ago, in fact, more than a few months ago, we lost the firehouse on Captain and Jackson Avenue due to an engine fire. And we were struggling, and questions they asked whether we were going to rebuild, renovate. Well, we're in the process of passing this bond so that we can build a brand new firehouse. I know there was one step. We was not going to rebuild it. It would be torn down. Let people know that we stood strong here on City Council and administration worked with us. And we want to build a new firehouse because everybody knows that area. That is the only firehouse between there in North End. And that firehouse is so needed. So I'm asking my colleagues, please support me on this one because this firehouse will be well deserved to be in that area and will be well needed. Thank you. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty. Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Cole.
Aye, the ayes. Order passed on first reading.
Ordinance number 4422, authorize the adoption of a bond ordinance in the amount of $20 million for the reconstruction of the Elizabeth waterfront, the marina, the recreation pier, the hike, bike, and roll throughway, Marcianti, Millette, Jackson Park, with 90% reimbursement of eligible costs by FEMA.
You have to read order number 4422. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments?
Yeah, Mr. President.
Yes, Councilman.
I just want to say I'm happy to see that they're going to reconstruct the waterfront since it was decimated by Hurricane Sandy. But I'm also happy to hear that recently we learned that we will be reimbursed almost 90% of that money. So that's good news for the city and the taxpayers of the city of Elizabeth. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes. Anyone else? I think what my colleague just said, because often I walk the street, stop downtown, periodically, and actually see people's stories and ask us when are we going to rebuild it. Well, here we are, it's upon us, and I'm glad to see that this is taking place because it's so needed to renovate that waterfront. And because a lot of people go there on a Sunday afternoon or one day, just to visit, take photos, and just really see what we have accomplished in the downtown area. now please support this ordinance because it's going to be well spent. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. 8 ayes, 1 absent.
Ordinance number 4423, authorize the adoption of a bond ordinance in the amount of $1,600,000 for the down payment of $80,000 in Green Acres grant funds of $600,000 for the construction of the Elizabeth River Trail Phase 2.
Yet to read order number 4423. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. Order passed on first reading.
Ordinance number 4424, authorize the adoption of a bond ordinance in the amount of $800,000 with a down payment of $40,000, providing for environmental engineering compliance and remediation services for the demolition and/or soil removal and related work at various city-owned properties.
Yet to read order number 4424. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. 8 ayes, 1 passed on first reading. Public hearing for the consideration of the foregoing ordinance shall take place at the City Council meeting to be held Tuesday, September 24th, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. Ordinance on final passage.
Ordinance number 4398, rescind ordinance number 4094 adopted January 12, 2010, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Jose Cortez Daniel, 601 3rd Avenue.
Yet to read order number 4398. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. 8 ayes, 1 passed on final reading.
Ordinance number 4399, rescind ordinance number 3487 adopted January 28, 2003, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Mercedes Delay 926 and a half South Street.
Yet to read order number 4399. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. 8 ayes, 1 passed on final reading.
Ordinance number 4400, rescind ordinance number 3798 adopted February 28, 2006, which authorized the establishment of a personalized handicap parking space for Sandra M. Mayers Bowman, 917 McLean Street.
Yet to read order number 4400. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. 8 ayes, 1 passed on final.
Ordinance number 4401, rescind ordinance number 4332 adopted October 9, 2012, approve payment in lieu of taxes financial agreement for long-term tax exemption with Eport Family Homes Urban Renewal LP for construction of a development located at 158, 168 First Street, 212, 214 3rd Street, and 200, 206 3rd Street.
You have to read order number 4401. What is your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye, eight ayes. Order passes on final.
Ordinance number 4402. Ordinance approving payment in lieu of taxes financial agreement for a long-term tax exemption with Equal Family Homes Urban Renewal LP for new construction of a development located at 158, 168 First Street and 106 Court Street.
You have to read order number 4402. What's your pleasure?
Move the ordinance for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye, eight ayes. Order passes on final. New business.
Authorize amendment to fiscal year 2013 capital budget in the amount of $32,380,000. Adopt Midtown Elizabeth Special Improvement District calendar year 2013 budget in the amount of $272,059. Authorize proper city officials to apply for a waiver of the $1 million down payment regarding the waterfront improvement bond ordinance for Hurricane Sandy related improvements from the local finance board. Authorize temporary emergency appropriations for the 2014 fiscal year municipal and sewer utility budgets in the amount of $454,404.33. In compliance with state fiscal year 2014 Appropriations Act, City Council is requested to approve all payments related to accumulated uncompensated absence benefits.
You have to read the resolution. What's your pleasure?
Move the resolution for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye, all resolution passed. Motion to remove from the table.
I so move, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Second by Councilman Gonzalez. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye.
Authorize proper city officials to enter into a contract with the KCF Financial Group, Inc., Marlton, New Jersey, to provide financial advisory services in connection with the city's issuance of municipal and sewer utility debt obligations, including bonds and bond anticipation notes, and any other financial analysis deemed necessary for fiscal year 2014 in an amount not to exceed $40,000.
You have to read the resolution. What's your pleasure?
Move the resolution for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye, eight ayes. Resolution passed. Motion to remove from the table.
I so move, Mr.
Moved
President.
by Councilwoman Dustin.
Second.
Second by Councilman Gonzalez. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa. Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Gollman.
Aye.
Authorize proper city officials to enter into a contract with Powell Capital Markets, Inc., Roseland, New Jersey, to provide financial advisory services in connection with the city's issuance of municipal utility debt obligations, including bonds and bond anticipation notes, and any other financial analysis deemed necessary for the fiscal year 2014 in an amount not to exceed $40,000. Authorizing award of respective contracts to W.B. Mason, Secaucus, New Jersey, and Patterson Papers, Patterson, New Jersey, for the purchase of copy paper under the Morris County Co-op for the period July 1, 2013 through June 30, 2014, in an amount not to exceed $40,000.
You have to read the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolution for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye, the ayes, all resolution passed.
Authorize the award of contract to Bayway Lumber, Linden, New Jersey, for the purchase of lumber and associated materials for various departments under the Morris County Code for the period July 1, 2013 through June 30, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the award of contract to Bellman Lumber Company, Brooklyn, New York, for the purchase of lumber and associated materials for various departments under the Morris County Co-op for the period July 1, 2013 through June 30, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the award of a contract to Royal Printing Service, West New York, New Jersey, for the printing of sample election ballots for the 2013 primary and general elections in the amount of $38,215. Authorize the renewal of a contract with Highway Service Corporation Elizabeth for the furnishing of towing and road services for municipal vehicles for a one-year period, commencing September 13, 2013 through September 12, 2014, under the same terms and conditions of the current contract. Authorize the sale of a 1989 Federal Motors Hurricane Pumper to the Union County Fire Academy in the amount of $1. Authorize the award of a contract to Motorola Communications and Electronics, Inc., Ward, New Jersey, for the purchase of communications equipment and accessories for various departments for the period June 1, 2013 through May 31, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $50,000.
You have to read the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusty.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye, the ayes, all resolution passed.
Authorize the award of contract to Martorano Recreation Company, Spring Lake, New Jersey, for the purchase of site amenities for O'Brien Park Playground at a total cost of $137,923.49. Authorize the award of a contract to Martorano Recreation Company, Spring Lake, New Jersey, for the purchase of playground equipment for Holland Park at a total cost of $40,000. Authorize proper city officials to enter into a shared services agreement with the County of Union for utilizing services offered by the county printing and signage shops. Authorize the award of a contract to Wireless Communications and Electronics, West Berlin, New Jersey, for the purchase of computers and computer accessories for the fire department for the period July 1, 2013 through August 31st, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the award of contract to Firefighter One Limited, Sparta, New Jersey, for the purchase of Interface, the new radio system for emergency services, at a total cost of $40,880.70. Authorize the award of contract to Pierce Manufacturing, Inc., Appleton, Wisconsin, for alterations to one Pierce pumper engine number 6 for the fire department in a total amount of $6,383. Authorize the award of contract to Atlantic Uniform Company, Inc., Newark, New Jersey, for the purchase of uniform, helmets, and other equipment for the police department for the period May 1, 2013 to April 30, 2014, at a total cost not to exceed $50,000.
You have to read the resolution. What is your pleasure?
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? comments about the Hollywood Playground equipment. As everyone knows that we have City Council along with Recreation Department under Director Paul Odessa. We are working hard furiously to open up a skateboard park. And if anyone has been past there over the past 3 months since we started the construction, it's hard to keep the kids out of it. It's money goes we're moving up to the 21st century. They are having a good time, although we haven't even had a ribbon ceremony over there. So it's a great thing to see kids off the street enjoying themselves. I ride by it periodically, and I'm afraid to say anything until they say, you're not supposed to be over there until you open it up. But it's a good thing to see kids there. I received so many phone calls saying how pleased they are with this skateboard park that's taking place over there. So this money is well spent. Will we keep kids on the street with skateboards? No. But it's certainly going to help, because I can tell you, when you pass there, you see 50, 60 kids over there enjoying themselves. So I'm just proud to see that we're moving up to the 21st century in this city. Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. The ayes, all resolution passes.
Authorize the appointment of contract to Western Surety Bond Company of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, through the agent of record Hughes Plummer and Associates, to provide a policy of insurance covering the municipal court judges and the entire municipal court personnel for the period September 1, 2013 to September 1, 2014, at an annual premium of $1,565. Authorize the award of contract to A&A Painting Corporation, Hackensack, New Jersey, for the painting of public buildings for the Department of Public Works, Division of Public Buildings, for the period of 2 years from the date of the award, in the amount not to exceed $100,000 per year. Authorize the award of contract to First Priority Emergency Vehicles, Inc., Manchester, New Jersey, for the furnishing and conversion of 2 2013 or current model Chevrolet Suburban Fleet commercial packages in the amount of $142,600. Authorize the award of contract to Independence Constructors, Bridgewater, New Jersey, for cleaning, inspections, monitoring of oil water separators and above and underground tanks at various locations, and Department of Environmental Protection compliance for the period August 1, 2013 through November 30, 2013, at a cost not to exceed $50,000. Authorize the award of contract to AAT Communication System Corporation, Staten Island, New York, for the purchase of DI recorder maintenance and upgrade to the SDS-24 digital channels for the police department at a cost of $24,574.20. Reject Energy Services Company proposals and authorize the purchasing agent to recommence with the competitive contracting process for selecting an energy services company to initiate an energy savings improvement program.
You have to read the resolution, pleasure.
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedano.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. The ayes, all resolution passes.
Authorize proper city officials to enter into an intergovernmental shared services agreement with the Parking Authority by utilizing the city's membership in purchasing cooperatives to realize savings for public works construction projects. Authorize proper city officials to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Parking Authority, allowing for the Elizabeth Police Department to lease a fenced area in the James DiBiasio parking garage, 210 Jefferson Avenue. Authorize the award of contract to Janice Wilson Esquire, Westfield, New Jersey, to provide the city with redevelopment counsel for the period July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $90,000 unless further authorized by city council. Authorizing order of contract to RFP Solutions, Inc., Woodbury, New Jersey, to replace the telecommunications and data network system at city-owned facilities for all equipment, maintenance, and service commencing August 28, 2013, in the amount of $977,552 with a 5-year lease to own agreement. Authorize proper city officials to execute a temporary access agreement with the County of Union to conduct an archaeological study between Bridge Street and South Street before construction of the Elizabeth River Trail Phase 2 to satisfy Green Acre requirements.
You have to read the resolution, pleasure.
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Cole.
Aye, 8 ayes. All resolution passed.
Amend the resolution adopted July 23, 2013, awarding the contract to law firms where the court, Bundy, Barrett, and Kinsella Esquires have conflicts of interest in tort litigation, specifically to add Edwin R. Matthews, Warren, Knoll, and Kenyon, Summit, New Jersey, at the rate of $175 with a cap of $65,000 for the period July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2014. Authorize tax collector to credit senior citizen disability and for veteran tax deductions for the tax year 2013 pursuant to a delineated list submitted July 17, 2013 in a total amount of $5,000. Authorize the award of a contract to Dynamic Earth LLC, Chester, New Jersey, to perform supplemental environmental remediation concerning groundwater wells and monitoring at the former transit bus garage, Livingston Street, for the period August 28, 2013 through August 27, 2014, at a cost not to exceed $156,000 unless authorized by City Council. Authorize proper city officials to execute all necessary documents to discharge a second mortgage held by the city on the property located at 132 to 134 First Street and the cancellation of the affordability agreement. Authorize proper city officials to execute all necessary documents to discharge a second mortgage held by the city on the property located at 1120, 1122 Dickinson Street and the cancellation of the affordability agreement. Authorize proper city officials to execute all necessary documents to discharge first-time home buyer ADDI deferred payment loan program second mortgage held by the city on the property located at 108 South Park Street and the cancellation of the deed of easement and restrictive covenant.
You have to read the resolution, pleasure.
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded. Comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez. Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan. Councilman Mazza. President Cole.
Aye, 8 ayes. All resolution passed.
Authorize proper city officials to execute all necessary documents to provide a rental housing program deferred payment loan to McGill Real Estate Holding LLC Elizabeth for the rehabilitation of one program unit in a 3-unit project on the property located at 848 East Jersey Street in the amount of $60,000. Authorize amendment to a resolution adopted June 12, 2012, authorizing a deferred payment repayable loan to the Oaks at Westminster Urban Renewal LLC in the amount of $1,621,674, specifically to increase the loan amount an additional $301,500 due to change orders related to demolition, framing, and lead-based paint remediation. Rescinded resolution adopted May 14, 2013, which authorized a deferred payment repayable loan to Parker's Wall Urban Renewal LLC in the amount of $571,877 due to the failure to receive financial approvals from the state for the balance of project costs. Authorize proper city officials to execute a community development block grant agreement with United Youth of New Jersey, Elizabeth, for funds in the amount of $4,625 to help cover costs for participation in the Miss America pageant in Atlantic City for the period July 1, 2013 until December 31st, 2013. Authorize proper city officials to reallocate community development block grant funds in the amount of $46,730.35 to the Elizabeth Development Company, First Street Elizabeth, to administer the on-the-job training and placement program through the Elizabeth Port Presbyterian Center's Family Success Program to connect adult and dislocated workers in the city with training and employment opportunities.
Get the reading of the resolution, pleasure.
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded, comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Excuse on the EDC, reallocation of funds. Aye on everything else.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye, resolution passed.
Authorize proper city officials to reallocate community development block grant funds in the amount of $156,177.26 to the Union County College's Retail Skills Center at the Outlet Collection at Jersey Gardens Mall to help launch a customized employment training and certification program for Elizabeth residents. Authorize proper city officials to reallocate community development block grant funds in the amount of $11,500 for Trinitas Regional Medical Center to install a mid-block handicap accessible crosswalk. Establish liens with boarding up of properties listed on Schedule A on file in the city clerk's office in the total amount of $1,937.50. Establish liens for the removal and disposal of debris on properties listed on Schedule A's on file in the city clerk's office in the total amounts of $10,050.71, $9,574.97, and $10,100.14. Authorize proper city officials to execute all appropriate documents for the New Jersey Department of Transportation Highway Safety Fund Safe Corridors Act grant for procurement of enforcement equipment and apply to overtime salary for police officers patrolling Route 1 in Elizabeth in an amount not to exceed $59,150.66.
Get the reading of the resolution, pleasure.
Move the resolutions for a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded, comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan.
Aye.
Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Ball.
Aye, all resolution passed.
Authorize proper city officials to execute all appropriate documents for the 2013 State of New Jersey Body Armor Replacement Fund Grant Program. Authorize the establishment of a loading zone on behalf of Adea Home Fashions, 1111 Jefferson Avenue, to be installed on the south side of Virginia Street, beginning 59 feet north of Madison Avenue and continuing 75 feet west thereof between the hours of 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Authorize the refund of 2 bonds in the amount of $2,400 posted by L, Union, New Jersey, for the setting of 4 monuments at 56596 Bursik Street, 700 Dowd Avenue, and 630-640 Dowd Avenue, in accordance with the requirements of the New Jersey map filing law and approval by the Division of Engineering. Establish handicap parking spaces in front of the premises located at 229 South 2nd Street, 32nd Street, 442 Elizabeth Avenue, 320 Clark Place, and 155 Franklin Street.
Get the reading of the resolution, what you like to do.
Move the resolution to a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded, comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres.
Aye.
Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. All resolution passed.
Establish handicap parking spaces in front of the premises located at 29 2nd Street, 3070 Hart Place, 509 Broadway Avenue. Delete the following handicap parking spaces from in front of the premises located at 405 Elizabeth Avenue and 1445 Concord Place. Authorize settlement in workers' compensation litigation matter of Tropiano versus City of Elizabeth in the total amount of $36,144. Pay utilities, bingo, and raffle.
Get the reading of the resolution, what you like to do.
Move the resolution to a vote, Mr. President.
Moved and seconded, comments? Roll call.
Councilwoman Perkins Dusting.
Aye.
Councilman Questa.
Aye.
Councilman Torres. Councilman Gonzalez.
Aye.
Councilman Keenan. Councilman Sedan.
Aye.
Councilman Mazza.
Aye.
President Cole.
Aye. All resolutions passed. Commendation. We have listed here most of the names here this evening, recipient of the commendation for National Night Out. I see Mr. Carey here, he's here. Before I mention his name a little bit more, I just want to congratulate you, Mr. James Carey, for hard work and dedication for taking those kids down to Washington, D.C. And just the mere fact of having a lady go down there for the very first time. That's a testimony, and that's good for her and you. So keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing fine. Keep doing the hard work. And we appreciate what all you do for the city. Trust me. Commendation for James Carey, Kahim Best, I guess he left, he took over. Lillian Flores, Deputy Chief Don Peterson, Captain Steve Conlon, Firefighter Patrick Burgess, Firefighter Sean Horton, Elizabeth Police Department, Community Service Operation Division, Pre-Crime Unit, Reverend Dr. Larry Dixon, Greater Mountain AME Church retired, Sherry Shepherd, Reverend Joseph Gollett, Thomas Sherman Kretlow, and Miss Pauline Sherman. And we want to congratulate all the recipients for what they have done for the city, not just for this year, throughout the years and years to come. Congratulations. Memorial.
Mr. President, more commendations? Any more commendations?
Any more commendations happen?
Thank you, President. Mr. President, I'd like to request a commendation for a young lady who has worked very diligently over many, many years in the city of Elizabeth. And therefore, she can gain respect and admiration from many people. And I know that she's going to be recognized by several agencies within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The fact of the matter is, the next week, she will become 100 years old. And I would like to also give her a commendation. Thank you.
Anyone else have a commendation?
Her name is Maria Luisa Rojas.
Pass that on to
I will give the correct details, yes.
thank you. Memorial Patrick Cooper.
Can I just do a commendation? I'm sorry.
You have one?
Yeah, I apologize. One for Jennifer Barrett. She's retiring from the Elizabeth Public School System. She's assistant superintendent and has done an excellent job throughout the years. We just want to wish her well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else have someone else? Memorial Patsy Cooper, Marion L. Palmera, William Best, Dr. Delma Hudd, and Dr. John Francis Dobson, Elizabeth. That's it. Yes. And Gary and Becca Cornet. They all stand for the memorial. Motion to adjourn.